Good morning everyone. Today is the day 21 of walking Camino del Norte. Right behind me, this is the town of Avilés, and we are walking all the way to Muras de Nalón, 23 kilometers.
Here, we're basically lost.
Somehow we made it to another city.
Stay tuned to see if we are ever gonna get out of this lost maze. For those of you who are not new here and you watched our most recent video, you might know we ended off in Gijón in our last video. We made it into Gijón, and we're here to be real with you guys, totally authentic. So we got to Avilés from Gijón by a bus. It was recommended by our guidebook, which highly recommend. You can grab that in the link in the description along with all of our gear, to skip that day because it's 26 kilometers from Gijón to Avilés, and it's the most unpleasant day on the entire route. It's all industrial, walking along a highway with views of factories. So we opted to take a quick bus instead. You can grab that. It leaves every 20 minutes from Gijón, and we landed right in Avilés, and now we're on our way the next day walking, and it should be much more pleasant.
35 minutes later, we just took a turn to the forest from the highway. I mean, we skipped the most highways and industrial part, but you still sometimes will be walking along the street. You just have to bite it and walk it through.
And for those of you loyal subscribers and watchers who have seen some of our past videos on the Camino so far, you might remember I have been riddled with blisters all over my feet for pretty much the entire Camino, and it's day 21. Most people have blisters in the beginning and then it passes, but not me. I've been really lucky and have had them the entire time. So I actually just switched. We went to some sports stores in Gijón since it's a bigger city, and I just switched to Teva hiking sandals. So I'll let you guys know how it feels, but it already feels better. I'm not feeling any pain right now, and Teva is really good for hiking. Again, like the Camino isn't, I mean, right now we're on a dirt path, but it's normally not too off terrain where you need hiking shoes. So hopefully these sandals will hold up, and this is the cure that I needed. We're back to walking on the side of the road. There's no pedestrian pathway or anything, so it's a little bit dangerous. Ooh. And I'm vlogging during it. Sorry, Mom. Take care when you're passing through this area. Unfortunately, this is pretty common on the Del Norte. It's one of the biggest complaints people have. The Del Norte has a lot of pros to it. You walk along some of the most gorgeous vistas you've ever seen in your life. However, a big con is that you're doing a lot of road walking on a highway or a busy road like this one. Whew, keep that in mind when deciding your Camino. We love our decision, but that has been an unexpected, unpleasant aspect. So if you decide to do it, just take precaution.
Yet another magic of Camino del Norte. Here are the signs, official signs. We've been following them since Avilés, and somehow we made it to a completely different town. We were just following the arrows. We were sick, we were vlogging the whole time, and everything was well marked. We were just following, and we arrived to the city, and we thought it's the city of Salinas.
But we're actually in Piedras Blancas, which is off-route based on our guidebook. But again, we're following the arrows. I don't know what's up. Keep that in mind, maybe. Maybe the arrows have changed in 2023 or something. If this is more recent and this is from 2020, I'm not sure, but
these are marking every official route on Del Norte. We've been following them for 21 days. I don't see what's the issue. Somehow we made it to another city.
So confused.
So we're just gonna sit for a coffee right now and try to
figure it out.
Like where to rejoin. But I guess this is part of it. We're still glad to be here.
So we just left Piedras Blancas, and we continued following the arrows that are marked leaving the city, and all of a sudden they completely disappeared. And now we're just going to get back on the main road and continue on the main road until we connect back with the map in our guidebook. Oh, sometimes it's really easy to follow the arrows, Sometimes they're like obnoxiously clearly marked. And then there are stretches of the Camino del Norte where, I don't know, people forget to continue the arrows, the markings. They happen especially in the middle. Like when we were just starting off in San Sebastian, everything was clear as day. And now that we're 21 days in, it's not always clear. It's really not. I don't know if this route is like new or something that takes you through Piedras Blancas, but they need to work on their arrows because there's nothing here. We're basically lost. I don't know, stay tuned to see if we are ever gonna get out of this lost maze here.
Well, what is this now, Hailey?
Look what we have here. Apparently, the Camino thinks we need to be a mind reader to do this route because there were clearly arrows taking us off this busy road and then the arrows disappeared. We made the executive decision to come back onto the busy road and apparently that was the right call, but how are you supposed to know? Camino. Luckily, I guess we made the right call, but I mean, if you didn't have a GPS on your phone and you made the wrong decision, you could be taken way out of your way. So we dodged that bullet, but not
just like that.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Okay, checkpoint 13.5 kilometers in, we are in Santiago del Monte. And once again, the arrows stop. We saw one arrow near the church. There's no way down. There is a way down, but there's no arrows. And here, it used to be an arrow, but now it's painted. What should we do?
Just continue on and hope the Camino provides.
I guess we'll just follow our guidebook and we'll keep you guys updated what we stumble upon, right? We continued with the arrow that was painted black, and there's the shells. There is 1, 2, 3 signs that we're on the right way. We just don't know why that one was painted. Like someone can interpret that like, oh, that's an old way, I'm gonna go down. But down didn't lead anywhere, so they're just like losing their precious time. Back on the main road, and we are walking a lot on the main road today. And Ellie just noticed that we didn't see a single person today walking, not a single pilgrim on site. So maybe some of the people skip this part as well, take a bus to skip this part because they saw it's a lot of, I don't know, highways, a lot of roads, paved roads. So maybe they decided to skip it, but to be honest, it's just us today on the road.
To continue on our streak of amazing luck today, Senchi's old knot that presses up against his spine that was around when we started the Camino.
I can already feel my left trap having like a huge knot.
Just popped his ugly face back up today, of course. So the path will take you along some crazy ways.
And as every tunnel, there is a light at the end. We have our eyes on the sea. Finally! This makes everyone smile.
Guys, the Camino is not providing lately. A road diverged in a green wood, 2 paths, but which one to take because there are no arrows.
Is that saying anything?
This, it's hard to tell. Is it like, oh, it's on this side, so it means...
There's literally no marking whatsoever. Nothing around.
I don't know how the markings work, and whoever volunteers for that job, of course, we're like grateful overall. They're so clutch, but they're really missing along this stretch of the route today from Aviles and onwards. It's really tough. I guess let's try this one. We made it to Soto de Barco, this charming little town, and behind us is pretty cool. We have a medieval castle called Castillo de San Martin. Now, we're actually really close to our final destination. The only problem is There's a river, body of water between us, so we have to go all the way around to that one bridge and then walk back around. If there was another bridge, we'd be 15 minutes away, but there's not, so we have a few more kilometers to go. Actually, we're not going into Muros de Nalón ourselves because we actually are staying in a hostel in San Esteban de Pravia, which is just a kilometer up on the coast from Muros de Nalón. We're staying in San Esteban de Pravia because there's a hostel there that looks really nice. It's called Carving Surf Hostel, I believe. We'll show you guys the tour in a minute when we arrive. But it looks like a much better option than the options available in Muros de Nalón. There's normally a really good albergue in Muros de Nalón, but for some reason it was closed on Wednesdays, which is kind of random. And today's a Wednesday, May 10th, so we didn't feel like paying for an overpriced subpar place. So instead, we're getting a really reasonably priced place that looks really nice. It's 40 euros for a private room. We opted for the private room because we are both sick and don't want to get other people sick. But 20 bucks a person still isn't bad.
And after 23 painful kilometers, through sickness, through pain, through joy as well, we have finally made it to our albergue for tonight. Again, as always, we're gonna go check in and we're gonna show you what it's like.
We have a cool sitting area right here, along with a bar, cafe, where you can get some drinks.
We just checked in and I have to say, we are pleasantly surprised. The price for it was
40 euros.
40 euros and we got a private room. So keep that in mind. Most of the albergues these days and hostels go for 15 to 25 euros for just a bed. So this 20 euros per person, amazing. Right here is the toilet, super nice, super good. And right here we have a door that leads us to our personal terrace. And we didn't even get to the best part. They have a kitchen. This right here is all free. Anyone who is staying here can freely use everything there is here. You have a coffee machine, really nice one if I can say. You have some teas. You have instant coffee as well if you prefer that one. You have some honey, like come on. Who leaves honey out? You have some sugar, you have some lemons there, like some cereal if you want. And they also provided us with a milk. And they say we can use that. That's pretty amazing. This is a sitting area, you can eat, you can watch TV. He said, of course, turn it on, watch whatever you want. There's some books. It looks really clean, really pleasant. So once again, we would highly recommend this. Again, we're gonna leave a link of the place in the description so you can grab it easily for yourself if you like it. But for the price, we really think it's a steal. We're just gonna make ourselves some noodles. We're gonna enjoy, rest, and of course, we will see you guys tomorrow.